All right, I wanted to go over the lesson quiz and the homework from last time, and then we're going to review for the Chapter 11 summative quiz that covers sections 11.1 through 11.5. The quiz you took last time in Google Forms, the first question was this. Dylan tosses a coin and spins a spinner. What are the possible outcomes? You have to imagine that he's spinning the spinner and then tossing the coin, and imagine them right next to each other. He could get a 1 on the spinner and then a heads, or a 1 on the spinner and a tails, or a 2 and a heads, a 2 and a tails, etc. So that matches this right here. Okay, how many outcomes are there if you do those two things together? There's 5 sections on the spinner times 2 sides of a coin, so that's how we get 10. Next, they're asking what is the probability he selects a girl. There are 14 girls, but the bottom, the denominator, has to be the total class, so it would be 14 out of 24, and then they reduced it to C. 7 over 12. You just need to use your calculator if you don't know how to reduce without a calculator. Just divide them both by 2. All right, for this one you do need to set up a proportion, and we'll go over how to do that when we go over the homework. And same as this last one. So if you got those last 2 wrong, we're going to go over the homework and how to do those. So those last 2 questions, you were supposed to do a proportion. So we're correcting our homework on page 660. Number 1, you should have done 25% over 100 on the right, and on the left is how many times you're doing this. So that would be 730, and then you cross multiply. So you multiply 730 times 25, and then divide by 100. And if your number is close to that, but not exact, they rounded, okay? Number 2, I have my proportion there. Number 3 is different. They don't give you a percent. So they're asking if you flip a coin 18 times, how many times would you expect to get heads? I need to find the probability of getting a heads. One of the sides of a coin says heads, the other says tails. So 1 out of 2 is the fraction. And then 18 is how many times you're doing it. Number 4 is the same. How many times would you expect to get white? There's 6 white. That's where this comes from. And 6 plus 4 is 10 marbles altogether. And you're doing this 35 times. Cross multiply to solve. We skipped 5. 6 through 10 are the same, just different examples. So there's the answers. If you have any more questions, you can ask me during our meet time, or you could ask me during my office hours. So some of this is cut off here, but number 7 is 324 and number 10 is 33. Couldn't see that, so I just... All right, you can pause this and rewind it if you need to, but now we're going to review. You want to print off the PDF for notes first to make your note taking easier, and we are reviewing 11.1 through 11.5. Okay. So it says determine if the event is impossible, unlikely, as likely as not, or certain. All right. Okay. So if you're thinking about a dice has 6 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it says, what's the probability of rolling a 7? 7 isn't on a dice, so that is impossible. So number 1 here is impossible. Next, flipping a coin and getting heads. Well, one out of the two sides says heads. So that's half. Half the time you're going to get heads and half the time you're going to get tails. Half is as likely as not. So 50-50 chance is as likely as not. Okay, next one. Drawing a red marble from a bag that has 7 blue and 10 red. You ask yourself, is red not there at all? That'd be impossible. Is it half red and half blue? Or is there more red than blue? In this case, there's more red than there is blue, so it's more than as likely as not. It's more than 50-50. It's likely. Likely is more than half. Certain means it's certain. That's what you're going to get. Okay, so there's more red than blue, so that would be likely. But it's not only red. Next one is talking about the complement. Charlie rolls 2 dice. Number cubes are dice. The probability the sum is less than 4 is 2 out of 21. What is probability of having a sum of 4 or greater? 4 or less and 4 or greater are opposites of each other. That's called the complement. If 2 out of 21 is less than 4, then what's left would be 4 or greater. So you do 21 minus 2 to find what's left. That would be 19. And the answer would be 19 out of 21. Okay, we're going to skip number 5 there and go to the next page. The answer for that last one was 19 out of 21. All right, next is 11.2, experimental probability. It says Dave made 16 out of 28 free throws at basketball. What's the experimental probability that he'll make his next free throw? So we look to the past. He made 16 out of 28. So that will be my fraction. To turn that into a decimal, we divide the top by the bottom. So you'll do 16 divided by 28, which would be 0.57 if we round it to the hundredths. And then to turn it into a percent, we multiply by 100, and that'd be 57%. Okay, next one. Christina scored an A out of 7 to 10 quizzes. What's the experimental probability she scores an A on the next one? Okay, you guys try that one. I'm going to show the answer right now. It would just be the same as what her past was, 7 out of 10. Divide it, 0.7, multiply by 100, 70%. Okay, last one for this section. Courtney has picked 9 long sleeve and 6 short sleeve shirts. What is the probability the next shirt will be short sleeve? Well, she has 6 short sleeve out of the total. The total is 9 plus 6. So it'd be out of 15 shirts. Divide it, multiply by 100 to turn into a decimal and a percent. What's the probability that the next will be long sleeve? She has 9 long sleeve out of 15. Okay? Next section, we're going to do tree diagrams if they ask us to. Chad has blue pants and tan pants. He also has a white shirt, gray shirt, blue shirt, and yellow shirt. What are all the possible outcomes for an outfit? How many outcomes are in the sample space? I'm just going to cross off one of these shirts to make this smaller tree diagram. So first thing he's picking is pants. So he has blue pants and tan pants. Okay, and then he's going to choose a shirt. He has white, gray, or blue. So that's 3 shirts. So I make 3 branches, white, gray, or blue. But if he picks tan pants, he could also do white, gray, or blue for the shirts. And then what are the possible combinations? He could do blue pants with a white shirt, blue with green, or blue with blue. He could do tan pants with white, tan with green, gray, and tan with blue. How many combinations is that? Just count how many are on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 combinations. Okay? This next one is about ice cream. We'll skip that one. All right, now we're talking about rolling a dice. If I have a dice, the sides are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they're saying, what's the probability of getting an even number? The numbers that are even on a dice are 2, 4, and 6, so that's 3 of the numbers out of 6. Reduce it, it's half. Okay, next one, what's the probability you get a number that's greater than 2? These numbers are greater than 2. That's 4 numbers that I circled. So that would be 4 out of the 6 total. Okay. You guys try this one. What's the probability it's less than 2? And what's the probability you roll a 6 on a dice? Try those two. Pause the video, and then I'll show the answer. All right, this number is less than 2. That's 1 number out of 6. For the probability that it is a 6, this is the only number that says 6, and that's 1 of them out of 6. Okay. Next is talking about cousins buying gifts. She's got 6 boys and 7 girls. If she's randomly picking names, what's the probability she picks a girl? Okay, how many are girls? 7 are girls. And the bottom is not 6. The bottom is the total. There's 6 plus 7, so 13. The probability is 7 out of 13. All right, next one is rolling 2 dice. If you roll 2 dice, what's the probability of getting a sum of 5? Okay, this is the sample space I gave you earlier in this chapter. To get a sum of 5, I could roll a 4 and a 1, a 3 and a 2, a 2 and a 3, or a 1 and a 4. That's 4 ways to roll 2 dice to get a sum of 5 if I add those 2 dice together out of 36 total ways to roll 2 dice. So that would be 4 out of 36. If you reduce that on your calculator, that's 2 out of 18 or 1/9. Okay, so 4 out of 36 is 1/9. Okay, last section is making predictions. So this first one, they give you a percent, so we'll do 14% over 100. And she is going to do this thing 250 times. So you're going to multiply 250 times 14 divided by 100. And you'll get 35 times. Okay, this time he's rolling a dice, that's 1 dice, 24 times. How many times can he expect to roll a 6? Well, on a dice, here's the sides. Only one of the sides says 6, so the probability would be 1/6. Okay, so on the right side we put 1/6, and then we'll cross multiply 24 times 1 divide by 6, and that's 4 times. And then the next one, how many times can Brian expect to roll a number less than 4? So don't include 4, just the ones that are less than 4. count how many sides of a dice are less than 4,